Hey there, my friend. Let's sit together in this moment and unravel something raw, something sacred, something you might not have heard in a while or maybe ever. You're not here to make peace with your pain like it's a debt you owe. You're not here to justify the wounds they carved into your soul or to neatly explain away the moment they thought they shattered you. No, that wasn't your breaking point. That was the instant your story slipped from their grip, ignited with a fire that no one could extinguish. I'm not here to hand you a tidy list of steps to heal like it's a chore to check off. I'm here to talk about seizing back the pages of your life, pages that were torn, misnamed, and twisted by hands that never deserved to hold your narrative. Let's get one thing straight. What happened to you wasn't just unfair, it was a violation of your light. It wasn't your fault, and it sure as hell wasn't some divine lesson dressed up as cruelty, no matter how people try to spin it when they can't handle the weight of your sorrow. There was a memento, you know it. You feel it even now when your spirit screamed, "I can't survive like this anymore." Not because you were defeated, but because something holy and fierce inside you rose up, refusing to let you vanish into their shadows. That wasn't surrender, that was revolution. Quiet, sacred, unstoppable. You didn't just walk away, you shattered chains forged in silence. Chains that bound you for years, maybe lifetimes. You might not have known it then. Maybe it felt like instinct, a desperate lunge to say no, to sever ties without a script or a sermon. But your soul knew. It knew it was time to burn the old story to ash and build something truer, something yours. This is what the world misses. The universe doesn't always roar like a lion or crash like thunder. Sometimes it whispers, enough. Sometimes divine timing looks like you hitting your breaking point. That final betrayal granting you permission not to be okay, but to stop pretending okay was ever enough. Let's call it what it was. What they did wasn't just painful, it was soul-crushing, dismissive, cold as stone. It left you staring into the void, asking questions no one bothered to answer. They turned your tenderness into a pawn, your loyalty into a chain, smiling as they erased you. And for a moment, you almost believed their lie that your pain was your punishment, that you deserved the weight of their betrayal. That lie? That's where the battle began. Not against them, but against the voice inside that tried to make you settle settle for being small. The voice that whispered, maybe this is just my lot in life. But they didn't count on you. They didn't see the fire in your bones, the light that exposes every shadow. When you walked away, entire worlds crumbled, systems of control, manipulation, and diminishment collapsed under the weight of your departure. You didn't just leave people behind. You abandoned a version of yourself that was never truly you. A role that demanded you shrink, stay silent, and be grateful for scraps. That was the miracle they couldn't foresee. That was the rebellion that changed everything. Now here you stand, in a silence that's not suffocating, but electric, the calm before a storm that rewrites the skies. It's unsettling, isn't it? Part of you still craves closure, an apology, a moment where they look you in the eye and admit you were right. But hear this, you don't need their validation anymore. Your life, moving forward, is the justice. You're not bound by their damagery, the earthquake that shook their foundation when you chose yourself. Every wound they left wasn't breaking you. It was carving out space for a version of you that refuses to beg. Detachment isn't about pretending it didn't hurt, it's about refusing to let their actions define you. You owe them nothing, not your strength, not your silence, not your healing. The child within you, the one who lingered too long in unsafe rooms, is watching now, wide-eyed, as you take steps they never dared to dream of. You're not just healing, you're avenging every version of yourself that was told to shrink to survive. As Psalm 34 verse 18 reminds us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. You're not going back. Let them rewrite their story. Let them call it your fault. Let them say you changed without warning. You don't owe the past your presence. You don't owe confusion your clarity. You don't owe your awakening to anyone. This new chapter, it's yours, and it won't feel familiar. That's the beauty of it. Your heart might still brace for betrayal, Your spirit might flinch at the memory of pain, but this is where you meet the real you. The you that doesn't beg for crumbs. The you that holds blessings without fear, walks into rooms without apology, chooses joy without expecting it to vanish. Detachment isn't coldness, it's power. It's saying, I release this not because it didn't matter, but because I do. You are the living testament to Isaiah 61:3, a crown of beauty for ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning. You matter, not because of what you endured or how gracefully you forgave, but because you are the proof that divine justice doesn't always scream. Sometimes it's quiet, like the morning you wake up and realize you're not angry anymore. You're not waiting for their apology. You're not replaying their failures. You're not checking their pages or dreaming of revenge. You're free, not to be the better person, not to prove you've grown, just to be. Unbothered, unavailable, unapologetic. This is your resurrection, not to the person you were before the pain, but to the one who is always there, waiting beneath the weight of their lies. You are the closure. You are the period at the end of their chapter. And now you begin. If you're standing on this precipice, hands trembling, heart unsure if it's too late, listen closely. It's not too late. You haven't missed your moment. Everything that was delayed was preparing you for this boundless, unbreakable version of you. The one who doesn't chase answers from the past. The one who knows peace isn't found in understanding why they hurt you, it's found in choosing to live beyond their reach. As Romans 8:28 promises, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Your story is yours now, not the version they tried to write, not the one they fear you'll tell. The real one, forged in silence, in courage, in truth. This is your beginning. So step forward, claim it, and let the world see what happens when someone rises from the ashes they were meant to drown in. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the one lie you've had to unlearn to step into your truth? How do you define justice when the world expects you to forgive and forget? Should we always seek closure, or is walking away the ultimate act of power? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if this stirred your soul, and subscribe to keep walking this path with me. Let's spark a conversation that shakes the heavens.